Rapunzel, a tale of hope and freedom. Once upon a time, in a kingdom kissed by the sun, a baby girl named Thalia was born. She was a child of light, but her life changed when a shadow fell over her cradle. A powerful enchantress named Melina, seeking to keep Thalia's magic for herself, took the child away to a hidden valley. Melina locked the girl in a high stone tower that had no door and no stairs, only one small window at the very top. Years passed, and Thalia grew into a young woman. Her most wondrous feature was her hair, which was as long and bright as spun gold. Because there were no stairs, Melina would stand at the foot of the tower and call out, "Thalia, Thalia, let down your hair that I may climb the golden stair." Thalia would wind her braids around a window hook and let them fall 70 feet to the ground so Melina could visit her. Thalia was lonely, but she filled the tower with music. Her voice was so sweet that even the birds stopped to listen. One day, a brave prince named Caspian was riding through the forest when he heard a melody so pure it pulled at his heart. He followed the sound until he reached the tower, but he could find no way inside. He hid behind a great oak tree, watching and waiting to solve the mystery of the singing voice. Caspian watched as Melina arrived and called for the golden hair. The next day, after the enchantress had gone, the prince stepped forward. He used the same words he had overheard. "Thalia, Thalia, let down your hair." The golden braid tumbled down, and Caspian climbed. When he reached the top, Thalia was startled, but his kind eyes and gentle smile quickly won her trust. Caspian visited Thalia every evening, bringing her news of the world beyond the stone walls. They spoke of the ocean, the mountains, and the freedom of the fields. They fell in love, and Caspian promised to help her escape. "I will bring a strand of silk each time I come," he said. "We will weave a ladder together so you can descend to the ground and ride away with me." Their plan was nearly complete, but one afternoon, Thalia made a mistake. Without thinking, she asked Melina why she was so much heavier to pull up than the prince. Melina's face twisted with rage. "You have deceived me," she shrieked. In a fit of jealousy, she took a pair of heavy shears and snip-snap. The beautiful golden hair fell to the floor, and Thalia's connection to the world was severed. Using her dark magic, Melina cast Thalia out of the tower and sent her to a distant, lonely desert. Thalia wandered the sands, weeping for her lost home and her lost prince. Yet, even in the heat of the sun and the chill of the night, she did not give up. She remembered the stories Caspian told her about the strength of the heart, and she kept walking, hoping that one day they would find each other again. Back at the tower, Melina waited for Caspian. When he climbed the hair, which Melina had tied to the window hook, he found the enchantress instead of his love. "The bird has flown," she mocked him. Desperate and heartbroken, Caspian lost his footing and fell from the tower. Although the thick briars at the bottom saved his life, the thorns scratched his eyes, leaving him in darkness. For a long time, Caspian wandered the world, guided only by the sound of the wind and the memories of Thalia's song. He traveled through forests and over mountains, calling her name into the emptiness. He was no longer a prince of a palace, but a seeker of light. His heart remained full of hope, for he believed that love was a cord that could never truly be broken. One day, Caspian reached the edge of a great desert and heard a familiar, beautiful melody drifting on the breeze. He stumbled toward the sound, calling Thalia's name. When she saw him, she ran to him and held him tight. Her tears of joy fell into his eyes, and suddenly, the darkness vanished. Caspian could see again. They returned to his kingdom, where they lived in freedom and happiness, forever grateful for the hope that led them home.